Hi, everybody. It's Mitch in the office, and I'm here to talk about financial education and money tips. Stay tuned, and I might just put you up on game. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You are now in the office with Mitch. Today, we're going to be talking about how to buy your first car. All right, let's jump right into it. I got my handy dandy list right here, okay? All right, so first off, y'all know that I'm an advocate for saving, right? And having a budget and only buying things that you can afford, right? This is money tips and financial education, okay? So I'm gonna start off by saying save cash. Number one, save cash. So if you did your budget, you looked at my budget video, you paid off those credit cards and all that stuff like that, and now you're saving, this is for you. You saved cash outside of your emergency fund. All right, number two, you're going to review your budget. Look at your budget, see if you can fit in car insurance, see if you can fit in gas, right? Because you're going to pay for the car cash, okay? So you just need to check your budget and make sure that you can afford car insurance and you can afford gas and maintenance for the vehicle, okay? So number three, right? You're going to set your price based off how much you saved. How much did you save for this car? Cash. That's your price, okay? Number four, all right, you're going to browse online with your price range in mind, okay? So you can set a lower limit, you can set a higher limit. Tips for this part of the process, you want more than likely, it's always nice if it's only one owner. The least amount of owners, the better. If it has a mechanic record or report of it having scheduled maintenance, and obviously, preferably no accidents. All right, so that's the different criteria that you're going to punch in when you do this step. Me personally, I like to use Carfax because you're going to end up getting a Carfax before you go see it. Okay, so then you're going to make your selection. All right, so you're going to make your selection. I mean, you're buying cash, so you really aren't really that flexible with the color and whether or not you have electric seats versus manual. All right, so right now we just going for a budget vehicle, a vehicle that we can pay cash for, that's going to run for us. So all the specked out things that you want, that's later, that's in the future. Right now we're in the building phase, okay? So then, like I said, after you make that selection, you're gonna go ahead and get your Carfax, all right? So you're gonna go ahead and like if you use Carfax, like I said, you can go ahead and run a report. It'll tell you if it had one owner, which we're looking for, which would be great, and no accidents. Perfect, okay? In your situation, accidents like minor, if you're looking at the Carfax and it's like minor fender benders, then those cars are okay. So don't narrow your search too much because remember we're paying cash. We want to get as much inventory available to us as possible and pick the best reliable vehicle out of those things. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go check out the vehicle and we're going to test drive. That's number 7. Okay. Carfax was number 6. This is number 7. You're going to actually go there. You're going to drive the car. You're going to check it out. Basic stuff. Visual. What you're looking for. It's a used car. So you're looking for visual things, right? Deal breakers. So, you check the oil and it's black, okay? Maybe that's a deal breaker, maybe it's not, because you can get an oil change after you purchase it, right? But look under, see if you see any apparent leaks under the vehicle. You know what I mean? Is it leaking oil? Is it leaking something, right? Does the motor sound okay? I mean, the engine, right? The engine's running. Does it sound like a normal engine or is it making noises, right? Windows work. You can get the windows up, seat belts work, seats go back and forth, different things. You can adjust your steering wheel, different things like that. Things that's important that might relate to safety. All right. So that's you, right? That's your number 7. You go check it out and you test drive it. Get it up to a little speed. Don't break the speed limit. Get it up, hit the brakes, turn it a little bit, test drive it. Okay. And then number 8, you're going to tell the salesman what your cash offer is. Okay, so your cash offer is going to be back up to number 3, where you set your max price, which is that principal amount that's in your bank account that's designated for the vehicle. That is your that's what you're going to tell the salesman is your cash offer. So you're going to be something like this. Say, hey, if it's $5,000 that you got, right, and the car's, $5,200, right? and you come in and you think you can get the car, you tell them, hey, I'm paying cash. My cash offer out the door is $5,000. That's tag, titles, blah, 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 all included. Just to see what they say, right? And stay firm on this. You're going to go back and forth, blah, 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 blah. They're going to say, oh, my boss said he can do this. My boss said he can't do this. They might even come back and say, this is what my boss said he can do. This is it. And if they come back to your number and say, okay, we can get you $5,000 out the door, tag, titles, everything, right? Cool. Great. You know, you go ahead and sign your paperwork, which is you move on to number 9, right? The offer is accepted. You move on to your paperwork. You pay cash or you pay check. But that money is not a loan. It's coming from that savings account that you have that money designated for. Okay? So you do that, and then what you want to do, most car dealerships, they have a return period, right? So it either falls into days or miles, right? Or it can be both, right? So they'll say, you can return the vehicle for a full refund in 3 days or 100 miles. So it's whichever one comes first. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you want to make sure you pay attention to that time frame, because what the next step is, you're going to get the keys and then you're going to take it to a mechanic, right? Because you're not a mechanic. If you can't bring a mechanic with you on step number 7, where you come check the vehicle out and test drive, then what the first thing you're going to do is, before you put miles and all that stuff on it, you're going to want to take it to a mechanic. And this is where, in a situation where you're going to dip into your emergency fund to pay for this checkup on this vehicle. Okay, because you need a vehicle to get around to go make your money and everything. So this is an emergency. You can dip into your emergency fund to get the funds to pay this mechanic. All right, so the mechanic is going to check it out. Obviously, when you pick your mechanic, you want to go with a mechanic that has really good reviews, that does vehicle checkups. Okay, so you go there, you check it out, everything is good, cool. All right, now all you got to do is focus on replenishing that emergency fund with the money that you paid the mechanic with. You always replenish your emergency fund. So that's all you have to worry about is that, right? Obviously, you already got the car insurance on it, because that's one of the processes that you're going to do when you tell the salesman your offer price. The point where you sign the papers, where I said you sign the papers, is where they're going to ask for you to get insurance. You could do that type of stuff all over your phone. That's easy stuff that you could just pull up and get it done right over the phone or online. Okay? So, like I said, mechanics say everything is good. Okay, you're good. You got your insurance, you're driving, you got a vehicle, make sure you get your maintenance on it, your oil changes when you need them, 3,000, 5,000 miles, whatever your car needs. And, you know, rotate your tires and just take care of the car. Okay? But that's pretty much it, man. And I'll just tell you, if the car was bad and they say, whoa, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is a major issue, this is going to cost you $3,000. Obviously, you know, and I know it's okay. Within that grace period, you need to take that vehicle back and say, hey, listen, you know, I want my money back. Here's the paperwork stating that I had this amount of time and this amount of days to bring the vehicle back. Here's the mechanic report. This is what's wrong. I don't want to buy this vehicle. I want my money back. So them being salesmen, they're going to try to, instead of giving you your money back, they're going to want to try to put you on something else. At that point, that's up to you. If you want to go and try to get into something else for that same price range, then that's on you. If you want your money back, press and get your money back. All right? So that's it for Mitch in the Office. If you benefited from this video, please share it. Go ahead and thumbs up, hit the notification button so when I drop new videos, you get the videos. That's it for Mitch in the Office. Peace.